The museum's here as part of our Centenary Transformation programme, so we're going out and spreading the message about the Royal Air Force and the transformation of the museum during this centenary year. And of course Gibraltar's got some great RAF stories, so we're going to share a few of those tonight, some of which are quite surprising. So we're going to share some of those tonight and really tell people more about what we're doing at the RAF Museum.
Explain to us what the concept Hidden Heroes means.
So Hidden Heroes is a lecture series, for want of a better description, but actually rather than a lecture it's a story sharing conversation with people. So our whole plan at the museum is that rather than being a museum with aircraft and technical panels, we're a storyteller. That's our role, and the amazing stories that breathe life into our collections are ones that we're bringing over here to share with people here tonight. So the stories really that abound in the museum, they start at the first day that the RAF was formed on the 1st of April 1918 and go right the way through to today. And those stories are of course ones of daring do from the beginning. We tell of course the stories of the Battle of Britain when the Royal Air Force was the only thing that stood between Hitler and a civilised society, but we also tell surprising stories, and those hidden stories, hence the title Hidden Heroes, of incredible but often ordinary people doing remarkable things, and people doing things right up to today, because those contemporary stories are important as well. The brave men and women that have come before, their legacy are the men and women of today who are there protecting our skies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and actually this is about a tribute to them too.
One of those amazing stories has a bit of relevance to Gibraltar in terms of a specific aircraft that you have at the museum.
Yes, well, we're telling lots of RAF stories in Gibraltar tonight, but one that I share specifically about the museum is we've got a wonderful Spitfire 16 in our collection, and it's one of our collection Spitfires that we encourage people to come and sit in and tell the stories of the aircraft. And that aircraft was actually owned by the chap who was the head of the RAF in Gibraltar in 1944. He went on to be head of Fighter Command, and the Spitfire 16 that we have at our London site was his personal aircraft. It then became the personal aircraft of the person who was the head of the RAF at Hendon at our site there. So it's got a really good local connection to our museum site in London, but also a great Gibraltar connection too. But of course the story, the RAF story in Gibraltar, again goes back to the very earliest days of the Air Force. So we're going to share some of those stories later this evening.